This idea that any opinion legitimately expressed can be dismissed on the grounds that it is an offence or an insult to an individual is the foundation of a new and terrifying censorship. And censorship is the foundation of tyranny. And if you don't want censorship or tyranny, then you must support this motion. Thank you very much.
You're fucking a white male! Nothing happens when you're offended. There's nothing. I went to the comedy show, and the comedian said something about the Lord, and I was offended. And when I woke up in the morning, I had leprosy.
I am so offended right now. I just got out of the smoothie store to get my coconut milk with total omegas, and I paid, and they made the smoothie, and the person behind the counter says, "Here you go. Thank you, sir." I was like, "Excuse me? Sir? Are you assuming my gender right now while I'm buying a smoothie? I mean, what if today I feel like a woman? What if today I feel like a bigender, a non-binary, cisgender, gender fluid, intersex? Maybe I'm feeling a little pangender. Or what if I woke up and thought, I want to feel like a brony today? Huh? I'm so angry, I could call the ACLU.
Think about the tactics used, the fire, the fireworks, some people broke windows.
I mean, we wanted this to be a peaceful protest, but they're not giving us what we want. They're not giving us what we want.
Talking to us like children!
If someone tells me that I've hurt their feelings, I say, well, I'm still waiting to hear what your point is.
Right.
I'm very depressed how in this country you can be told, that's offensive, as if those two words constitute an argument or a comment. Not to me, they don't. And I'm not running for anything, so I don't have to pretend to like people when I don't.
Right.
JP, I don't even know why you're offended.
I'm offended that you don't know how you offended me.
Fuck out of here! And get that camera out of my face!
Sexist.
Are you kidding me? Are you fucking kidding me?
No! Feminists are sexist! All feminists are sexist! All women are sexist! All women are sexist! All women are sexist!
There's 3 easy steps to getting offended by anything. Step 1, listen to what someone says, and then selflessly make it all about you by taking it personally, even if it has nothing to do with you.
You need to get out.
Shut the fuck up!
How many did I adopt? I kill my kids.
Yeah, I still pay to kill babies, though.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
So go do some research, come back with some quotes, okay? You don't know.
I'm triggered.
Step 2, you want to create a large amount of tension inside your body. You really want to concentrate on bringing the tension to your stomach, your chest, and your face.
We are trying to be reasonable.
We are reasonable!
We are trying. We're gonna let you on the mic. We are gonna give you the mic.
Let us speak.
We will, after Senator Sanders. After Senator Sanders. After Senator Sanders. After Senator Sanders. After Senator Sanders.
Do not tell me what to do.
After Senator Sanders.
Sit down.
3. Now project outrage onto the other person. This will make it seem like you're getting rid of the tension inside your body, but it actually drives it down deeper inside you. And because it stays there, it'll make it even easier for you to get offended next time.
It is not about creating an intellectual space. It is not. Do you understand that? It's about creating a home here. You are not doing that.
There are 300 million people in the United States alone, 35 million people in Canada, over 7 billion in the world. There are going to be a lot of stupid opinions in that many people. But who cares? Let other people think what they want to think, say what they want to say, even if it's stupid. You are not truly a victim here. You probably don't even understand what having your rights infringed looks like, or you wouldn't be advocating for other people's rights to be restricted.
Bear in mind, ladies and gentlemen, that every time you violate or propose to violate the free speech of someone else, you, in potentia, you're making a rod for your own back, because the other question raised by Justice Oliver Wendell Holmes is simply this: who's going to decide? To whom do you award the right to decide which speech is harmful, or who is the harmful speaker, or to determine in advance what are the harmful consequences going to be that we know enough about in advance to prevent? To whom would you give this job? To whom are you going to award the task of being the censor? Isn't it a famous old story that the man who has to read all the pornography in order to decide what's fit to be passed and what is fit not to be is the man most likely to become debauched? Did you hear any speaker in the opposition to this motion, eloquent as one of them was, to whom you would delegate the task of deciding for you what you could read? To whom you would give the job of deciding for you, relieve you of the responsibility of hearing what you might have to hear? Do you know anyone? Hands up. Do you know anyone to whom you'd give this job? Does anyone have a nominee?
Berkeley, used to be the cradle of free speech, and now it's just the cradle for fucking babies. This goes on all over the country on campuses. They invite someone to speak who's not exactly what liberals want to hear, and they want to shut her down. I feel like this is the liberals' version of book burning. Yeah. And it's got to stop. Howard Dean tweeted today about this: hate speech is not protected by the First Amendment. Yes, it is. Threats are not protected by the First Amendment. This is why the Supreme Court said the Nazis could march in Skokie. They're a hateful bunch. But that's what the First Amendment means. It doesn't mean just shut up and agree with me.
So the idea that you have to be protected from any kind of uncomfortable emotion is one I absolutely do not subscribe to. And a fellow that I helped write to books about psychology and psychiatry, he was a renowned psychiatrist in London called Robin Skinner, said something very interesting to me. He said, if people can't control their own emotions, then they have to start trying to control other people's behavior.
We're shutting it down. You are shutting it down. You are disrupting this event. You are disrupting this event. We will. No, you are shutting it down. We are shutting. We will shut it down. You are shutting it down.
Take them all down! Take them all down!